Welcome to the CARE module of the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training. This training module highlights the importance of showing affection and respect in your relationship to keep them strong. For more information about CARE, review Fact Sheet 1 listed on the website below, as well as the original chapter, CARE, Showing Affection and Respect to Strengthen Relationships, authored by Wally Goddard, Sean Brotherson, Dave Schramm, and Andrew Benka, and published in the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Model. As we review what CARE looks like in relationships, several tools and fact sheets have been developed to help you teach these concepts with your clients. Some of these tools will be referenced later on. If you haven't already printed these materials, you can access them on the website using the links below. Note that page 1 of each tool provides instructions for you to follow as you use the tools with clients. Page 2 can be copied and shared with clients as you see fit. Pause the video to review the fact sheets and tools. When you're ready, press play to continue. CARE reflects the golden rule of relationships. It includes all behaviors and expressions that help relationships move in a positive direction. Later in the Share module, we will talk about things partners do together to maintain their relationship. CARE is distinct from Share in that it focuses on what each individual can do independent of his or her partner. It is important to note that the CARE principles also apply to those who are not romantically involved, but who share a child and want to have cooperative co-parenting relationship. The opposite of a caring action may be a crabby reaction, which is often a cutting remark or a sarcastic response. Although a crabby reaction might be our natural response to criticism or a comment made when we are stressed, these types of reactions are not helpful. Even in good relationships, we all get crabby at times, but it's more helpful to try to come up with a caring action. Similar to what was reinforced in the Choose module, caring actions sometimes require a lot of effort. A caring action requires one to stop and think about the situation and their partner before saying or doing anything. For example, after a long day at work, a mother may be preparing dinner while trying to help one child with homework and calming a crying baby. When the father arrives home, also stressed by a hard day at work, he can react to the situation in one of two ways. He can offer a crabby reaction and say, "Why isn't dinner ready?" Or, "Could you quiet the baby? I need some quiet time." Or he can share a caring action such as, "Seems like I got home just in time to help. Let me take care of the baby and handle the homework." His actions will set the tone for how she responds and how they get along that evening. Now take a look at the 3 additional examples given on the slide. Can you think of a possible crabby reaction and caring action for each one? Teaching this skill to couples takes time and can be challenging. To help your couples find ways they can express caring actions, consider using CARE tool number 5, Caring Actions, Not Crabby Reactions, provided below. You can pause the video now to review this tool and think about the examples on the slide. When you're ready, press play to continue. Relationship researcher John Gottman found that it was not the kind of relationship a couple has, such as volatile, avoidant, or validating, but rather the ratio of positive to negative moments together that best predicted the course of a relationship. In many relationships, there are approximately 2 positives for each negative. But couples in the healthiest relationships share at least 5 times as many positive moments together as negative moments. This may be one of the most important discoveries in decades of research on couple relationships. Positivity matters most. The happiest couples express 5 times as much positivity to each other compared to negativity. This concept applies across relationships: parents and children, grandparents and grandchildren, colleagues, and so on. Building positivity in the relationship also involves accepting and appreciating each other. Some people think that the key to a healthy relationship is to change their partner in a way that fits their expectations or needs. Let's consider 3 parts of a relationship. First, there are the things in my partner I like. They do not need to change. This is really what brought 2 people together in the first place. Next, there are the things I do not like about my partner that will never change. Finally, there are the things I do not like about my partner that can change. Let's take a moment to think of a relationship as a pie graph. For reasonably good relationships on reasonably good days, people tend to like about 80% of their partner's actions. That would leave 20% that they don't like or wish would change. What happens if we focus on and think and talk about the 20% that we don't like about our partners? If we only think and talk about the things we don't like, we let those things fill our minds until it seems like there is nothing good about our partners. No qualities or characteristics that we like. The 20% may actually feel like 80%. But what happens if we think and talk a lot about the things we do like about our partners? That 80%. As we think and talk about the good, we appreciate our partners even more. We feel more loving and build positivity, and this helps our relationship grow. Now let's take a closer look at the 20% we don't like. Research shows that about 70% of what we don't like is never going to change. We can be mad about that. We can gripe about it. But every relationship has stuff that isn't perfect and isn't ever going to change. After we take away this 70%, and that leaves 30% of the things we don't like that can change. This may seem like the opportunity for improving the partner or the relationship. But there is a trick. Research suggests that the best way to get your partner to change is by appreciating the good things that are already a part of your relationship, to love them the way they are. To help your couple share ways they appreciate each other and build positivity, consider using Care Tool number 1, Appreciating the Positive, provided below. Feel free to pause the video now to review this tool and consider ways you could use it to teach this skill. When you are ready, press play to continue. Another way to build positivity in the relationship is to help couples show care in a way each partner wants to be loved. The way a person likes to be loved is sometimes called their love language. Many times we give love in the way we like to receive love. Partners may be able to strengthen their relationship by learning each other's preferences and making a conscious effort, or by choosing to show love in a way that is preferred by the partner. Gary Chapman has described 5 different love languages. These are words of affirmation, or kind words and compliments; quality time, meaning a partner gives full attention or really enjoys spending alone time together; receiving gifts, not only on special days but also occasional surprises; acts of service, like doing laundry, cooking, taking care of the car, or other ways of showing they care; and physical touch, which may include holding hands, hugs, and even sex. As you think about each of these love languages, there are probably some that stand out more for you than others. Can you think of some ways you could talk about love languages with clients? Helping clients understand these differences can help them say and do things that will be interpreted by the partner as a loving behavior. To assist you in teaching this skill, take a moment to review Care Tool number 3, Love Languages, provided below. You can pause this video to take a moment to review this tool. When you're ready to continue, press play to advance to the next slide. We've talked about two different ways of promoting positivity and strengthening relationships. We can notice and appreciate good things in our partners, and we can show our partners love in ways they would appreciate it. There is still another way of strengthening relationships, and that is making time for togetherness, which is actually one of the 5 love languages. Having happy time together sometimes gets crowded out by the demands of life, but we can help couples identify ways to enjoy togetherness that fits their lives and daily demands. We can help them create daily rituals that provide at least a few minutes to talk and connect each day. We can help them identify shared interests, hobbies, and projects. Enjoyable time together strengthens relationships. Making time for togetherness is an individual commitment to be intentional, and it requires both partners to make that commitment. We will come back to this point in the Share module, where tools can be found to promote togetherness. In addition to the tools referenced earlier, there are several other tools and fact sheets you can use to discuss care in your work with families. If you haven't already taken a look at the other tools and fact sheets in this module, take time now to do so. To view the tools, pause the video now and click the links on the website below. After you've reviewed the other tools, press play to continue. In closing, strong relationships are the result of consistent effort to appreciate each other, to focus on the positives, and to make time for each other. Even at those times when our partners are crabby, we can choose to show we still care. To summarize, care includes expressing caring actions, not crabby reactions, being open and listening to one's partner, focusing on the good in one's partner rather than the things that bother us, accepting and valuing differences, giving love in the way the partner likes to be loved, in their own love language, showing appreciation for the little things, and making regular time for togetherness. Congratulations, you have completed Module 5, Care. Please proceed with Module 6, Share, which highlights the importance of mutual trust, friendship, and love to help build enduring couple relationships. If you have any questions about this training or these modules, contact Dr. David Schramm from the University of Missouri or Dr. Ted Futris from the University of Georgia. Their contact information is provided on the right panel.